Welcome everybody. Thanks for coming to listen to my speech. As you guys were entering, I've had this slide displayed up on this board, on this television screen, and you see the faces of all these different women. And by looking at them, you kind of see their countenance, and you see how happy, excited, outgoing, and enthusiastic that they are. And when you look at them, you kind of notice a few different things about them. You notice that everyone's dressed modestly, and that they're all really excited and happy. This is a picture of me and my husband, and you can tell that we're really dressed up. We're actually on a cruise, and this is the elegant or formal night. And we've both gone out of our way to dress really nice, and you can tell by how happy we are in this picture because of the confidence that gives us, the way that we physically look. Positive affirmation. This is really important because it gives you a few different things. It boosts your self-esteem, and it also builds your confidence. Positive affirmation comes when someone gives you a compliment or when they validate you in certain ways. And you can do this through giving someone eye contact, maybe putting your hand on their shoulder, or even just giving them a simple compliment. It's really important for everybody to get positive affirmation, and that helps you to be able to build confidence about yourself. It's also really important for us to, throughout the day, give positive affirmation to those around us. Your physical appearance. This is really important because your physical appearance gives you a few different things. The first is it helps you build confidence in who you are. The second is that it helps you feel comfortable in your own skin. Third, you treat others more positively. When you feel good about your physical appearance, you have more positive thoughts about yourself, and in turn, that affects the actions of those around you. Your self-image. This is the idea you have of yourself and your abilities, your appearance, and your personality. This is really important because it's the way that you essentially view yourself on a day-to-day basis. The way that you see yourself and your talents and your strengths and your weaknesses, that affects how you feel, and it affects your emotions and your actions. Low self-esteem. Those with low self-esteem get into kind of a slump, I like to call it. They have negative thoughts about themselves, and while they're having those negative thoughts about themselves, they see the world in a more negative way as well. Having low self-esteem leads to negative social interactions. And those social interactions include maybe getting upset more easily, maybe slamming the door on someone, and it could also be just not interacting with those in general, not being more willing to go out of your way to say hi to anyone, and especially not giving those around you the positive affirmations that they and yourself needs. This is a picture of my husband and I again. As you can see by our faces, these are pretty different faces than the ones you saw earlier of us kind of dressed up. Now we are in our Trek clothes, and we were asked to be a ma and pa in the Whittier Stake in California for a 3-day trek, working with the youth, and you dress up as pioneers and you hike on the trails. And by the look on our faces, you can tell I'm probably not having a very good day. I really did enjoy the trek, but there were moments when I had a lot of negative images about myself because I was really tired. I knew that I looked really bad. I wasn't wearing makeup. I also had braces, and to top it off, the entire weekend I was getting mistaken for another one of the youth while I was there. This picture is an example of what we did on the trek. We climbed up these hills together, worked together, built teamwork. But the more and more dirty I got, the more tired I got, the more I had negative thoughts about those around me. I started to have more negative thoughts about how long the trail was, how hot it was. I may have gotten a little irritated about some of the things that maybe the leaders or the youth were doing. And in turn, the way I looked made me have negative images about myself and others. Take care of your body. Your physical appearance has more of an impact on your lives than you think. This includes taking care of your body by healthy dieting, healthy dieting, and also dressing in a way that's more professional, also trying to look your best, and taking care of your body in a way that you're putting healthy substances into it. Your inside beauty is really important, but that's a whole nother battle. Today, I'm just focusing on your outside beauty because that impacts the thoughts that you have about yourself. The Mormon glow. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a study that was done. A group of researchers took some 18 to 30-year-old pictures of Mormons and non-members alike, and they wanted to see if they could have participants see if they could identify who were the members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They just took headshots with no body adornments or anything, and they had them look at them, and more often than not, you could always tell who the members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints were. And it was a pretty cool phenomenon that they discovered. Mormonism keeps men and women young and handsome. And when they are full of the Spirit of God, there are none of them but what will have a glow upon their countenances. And this quote is by Brigham Young. Essentially, your countenance and the spirit that you have about you affects the way others view you and the way that you physically look. And that is very important because not only it affects the way others see you, but it affects the way that you see yourself in the mirror every day. By age 13, 50% of girls are unhappy with their appearance. This is a pretty dramatic phenomenon, and this study was actually taken from middle school girls. And that's incredible to me because at such a young age, there's such a emphasis on the way you look by society, and they've got all these unrealistic expectations of the way that they're supposed to look. And today, I'm not talking about trying to meet up to society's expectations of what you're supposed to look like. I'm simply talking about taking care of yourself, being healthy, and trying to look your best, and being okay with the way you look no matter what. And also developing a positive self-image. These bricks look pretty heavy, and sometimes we feel like we've got bricks on ourselves in the way that we look. And today I just want to encourage you to overcome complacency and discouragement. It's okay to look the way that you look, and taking care of your physical appearance and developing a positive self-image essentially means accepting the way that you look and being healthy at the same time. Is there a secret to happiness? You want to have a positive self-image and not look like this grumpy cat here. When you look at this grumpy cat, I don't think anyone gets a smile on their face other than to chuckle or to laugh. This is me looking my best self and being happy and smiling and encouraging, and I have a confidence about myself. When I develop that positive self-image, I feel good about the way I am and the way that I know others see me, and in turn, I will give positive affirmation to those around me. I'm more enjoyable to be around, and in turn, I hope that each of you helps to develop a more positive self-image. Thank you.